Hello, how's it going? Cosmic Turtle here, and thank you for joining me. Please take a seat and enjoy yourself. So we're going to be looking at Oblivion, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, that is, on the Xbox One X.
87 years ago.
So Oblivion is a
years,
Xbox One X
ruled
enhanced
as
game.
Tamriel's
In game. So, sorry, I'm talking over him and confusing myself. And I don't have subtitles. Can I press pause? Balls, I skipped it. It doesn't matter. So yeah, we're just going to leave it at that. So Oblivion is Xbox One X enhanced. That is the only of the three it is. It's not 4K or it's not HDR. But with the One X enhancements, the game can have some graphical enhancements. It can get additional visual effects. It can have a higher frame rate. And its resolution can be higher, and it can go up to 4K. But since this game does not have the 4K stamp, it probably hasn't gone up to 4K.
An Imperial in the Imperial prison. I guess they don't play favorites, huh? Your own kinsmen think you're a piece of human trash.
So yeah, we're going to be doing like the first half an hour of the game. I was considering showing you a bit like outside of this tutorial bit and actually giving you just a bit of out in the world running about such, which I thought could work, but then I thought this is like probably one of the most iconic parts of the game, and so many people would know and remember this bit. Let's put the subtitles on, otherwise this gameplay? We'll just keep the difficulty down, I guess. I think we can do a little bit higher than all the way to the far left. General subtitles, there we go.
See, you're an embarrassment. Best if you just...
Nice. Still not getting subtitles. Alright, let's have a look. Oh, we got general subtitles on, I guess, until he finishes his... There we go, yeah.
The guards are coming. For you.
So I gotta say, just from just walking around and looking at little things, the game looks so much cleaner than it used to. It used to have those weird like white lines around all the objects when you walked past them.
I know it.
My job right now is to get you to
It was so irritating. It was like so jarring and just noticeable.
The usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't
If
hesitate
we
to
nudge
kill
it,
you if
is
you
it?
get in our way.
You, prisoner, stand aside.
Okay, like,
Over by the window. Stay out of the way.
the game looks so much nicer than it used to in the
Stay
Good.
put, prisoner.
Let's go. We're
in
not
terms
out
of the
this yet.
enhancements. Obviously the game looks the same, like the models are all exactly how they used to look.
I've seen you.
You can't
Let
see me now, there's a guy in the
your
way.
face. You
Well,
are
look,
the
like-
one from my dreams.
This is surprising. I didn't think it would look as nice as this, because Fallout 3 doesn't have this
Gods
level
give
of
me strength.
upgrade, in my opinion.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
Interesting.
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
Oh,
I
good.
am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve.
Can't be my
Tamriel
emperor if I don't even know who you are.
You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
I'm not gonna... I'm gonna skip that little bit of dialogue. I don't want to waste too much time with the dialogue. I want to get like as much gameplay out of this as I can show you. So, like, obviously we got a few enemies that we know will be in this area.
Don't try it.
There's a few rats.
Stay out of our way.
There's a zombie, I believe, down here somewhere. So we'll get to see a few different character models just to see if they look as nice as these guys do. Honestly, I'm genuinely surprised by this. I'm really pleased with the effort that's been put into this. All the objects don't have those lines anymore. They all look just nice. Honestly, I think I would happily play through this. Ah, there, look. On that thing on the like the kind of windowless window, when I move left and right, you can kind of see some weird white or just weird black just things fidgeting about. Like static on a TV, on the actual frame of it. That used to be everywhere. The fact that now, when you come up close, you can't even notice it. There's a weird, like... So you can see it on the pillars, but only from a great distance. Oh, well done, lads. Oh, no. Right, we'll take that.
Don't try it.
Take all this. So this is Ryan the Imperial. Get my sandals on. No. Hello.
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now.
Yeah, go on.
Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the place.
Right.
I'll take point. Let's move.
Right
Stay
then.
here,
So yeah,
prisoner.
the actual sword and the torch both look nice, held in front of our hands. I think they're just called rats in this game, aren't they? Yeah. The rat character model also looks nice. The hair kind of looks like it's coming off the body from certain angles. You know, the game looks good. It kind of has that, like, this is kind of how I remember it looking vibe to it. Like when people talk about when an old game gets remastered, like Spyro remastered, and when they play it, it's like, you know, you get that feeling of this is how my mind remembers it looking, but you know for a fact it didn't look like that. Haha, I used to love that lockpicking. Let me grab you. Oh my god, it's got tons of stuff. There we go, so we need to put our sack trousers back on. Yeah, alright, and we got a hood. We should get to see a goblin as well in a moment, actually. So yeah, I'm hoping to be down with the tutorial area in about like 15 to 20 minutes. And then we can have like a nice little 5-10 minute run around the open world just so we can see some of the cooler, more interesting areas. I'm going to stop looting everything I see. Oh, I used to find these guys terrifying when I was younger. The noise they made and the way how the music kind of changes when they come at you. Honestly, they were like so terrifying to me. Oh yeah, I got a shield. I was wondering why I weren't using my thingy anymore. So as we can see, the rats are absolutely pissy, see? Look at it, it all looks nice. It does look like a low res, or not low, like, you know, just worse version of Skyrim. But not to a ridiculously over the top degree like it used to. Oh, we got a skull there by mistake. Like, all the, it's just the models just look a bit old. But how they're represented within the world now is fine. It's good. You know, I'm not sure how to word it in a way that will truly convey what I'm trying to say, because that's just how I roll, as it turns out. I just feel like I'm not sure if it was Bethesda themselves who did this, or if they had one of the companies who work for them, like id or Arcane, do this, or if they had some other company like update or upgrade the graphics and such for them. But it's really nice. The load-in was actually quite quick as well, if I recall. So far, like, you know, it's had a good upgrade. What? Oh, get out of here. Like, the game loads really quick. The game looks better than I remember it looking. Steady now. Alright, go away, tutorials. Yeah, so if you open this door, look, loading screen. Like 3 seconds or something. Oh, we get to see the true MVPs of this game soon. Go away. The goblins. Absolutely love these guys. Look at them. Crazy bastards they are. Oh yes, we got the pestle and mortar. So now we can like do our alchemy. Alright. Again, I'm not going to waste too much time here. Ah, get out of here. Take your bear pelt and your gold. Honestly, I could easily recommend people who've never played this but have played like Elder Scrolls Online or Skyrim. If you've got the 1X, I could happily recommend that you play what's it called? Oblivion on the on the Xbox One X, maybe on the PS4 Pro. I'm not sure. I haven't played it on the PS4 Pro. Honestly, these hacking skills, not hacking skills, these lockpicking skills, I cannot be contained. I cannot be stopped. And we're not trying to be sneaky because we just don't have the time. Again, I just want to. I want to get like show you the tutorial here because I believe this is like again this is one of the most iconic areas. People who never actually finished the game know of this area, and I think a lot of people would remember this part of the game. So seeing this bit like upgraded and just looking good, essentially, is a nice starting point. I might actually play through this game again though, not with this character, because I didn't put any effort. I don't play as the Imperial, I normally play as the Orc. So, but yeah, honestly, I'm probably going to play through this game again. The only downside is I bought the Game of the Year edition years ago, and as a result I don't like have a license for the DLC, so if I want to play through the Shivering Isles or Knights of the Nine again, I'd have to buy the DLC, which I think is quite ridiculous. Oh, potion of healing. Should have used that, mate.
Prisoner again. Kill him. He
Oh, hello.
might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of
Stay
them.
back.
He can help us. He must help us.
Stay back.
Sire.
Come closer. They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I
Well, I've not
explain?
seen what you've seen.
Listen, you know the Nine.
We're gonna have to skip through the dialogue. Alright, we will be the tower. The tower.
The signs
Never picked the
I-
tower before. We're just gonna skip through it. We want. I have no idea what the tower is. I just picked it. Would you want me to take the lead or no?
Come with us. You may
All
as
right.
well
Well,
make yourself useful.
Ah,
Stick close and let us do our job. And you'll be all right.
I follow
All right.
the Emperor's orders, but that doesn't mean I trust.
right. Oh. Oh wow, this guy's got some health compared to them rats I've been fighting. They take him out in one hit as well. How
Not
the hell are
much
you
fun.
guys dying? Yeah, Also, if you'd actually like a playthrough of this game, I'm happy to do that for the channel as well. And it would be with a different character, obviously, like I've mentioned. So if you would want to play through, just let me know, post in this video if you'd be interested in it, and if enough people are, you know, I'd happily do it. I probably would start again, but I'm not sure if I would record the tutorial again. I might just go through that on my own and then just... Do you want to carry on?
Come with us.
Yeah, I am. They don't want to carry on.
Maybe there's no...
Alright. They're kind of stuck. They're broken.
I'm ready.
He's ready.
You handled yourself
Hello.
pretty well back there. Just keep out of our way. Got it?
Yeah, well. There we go. I just needed a little nudge. Again, really fast loading screens. Like, so far there's been no complaints. Obviously they kind of got confused for what they were doing a moment there, but I think that's more just because the game is old and, you know, they're not going to change things like that just by making the graphics nicer. They'd have to actually go into the code and what have you, I believe, to fix that nonsense. Guys? Seriously?
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take
Hold
a
up.
look.
Hey. Steady now, Jeeves.
Looks clear.
Can't actually see his name because
We're
his
almost
name is being
through to
blocked by the Twitch
sewers.
bar. Almost through to the sewers. Alright, come on lads. What are you doing? Stay with the Emperor, damn it.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back?
A trap!
Worth a try. Let's go.
No, you could show some urgency here, lads. Like, you literally stroll in. This guy's got a shield.
What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with
So he's a
your life.
key character. This guy is not. So he'll probably die. For the Emperor!
I can go no further. You...
Let me skip this. I'm not allowed to move now. Thank you. Thank you. So we're not allowed to...
Talos says.
Oh, the other one died as well. I'm gonna take his sword.
We failed.
We skip through all this dialogue. So we pick... we'll have this one, the sorcerer.
Real.
Again, it really... Oh. Hey, where's my sword? Oh yeah, we got like some DLC stuff here. Where's my sword gone? Hey, he took my katana. This anyway. Now we open the door. Okay. Right, okay, yeah, it won't be too long. I think this is all just the DLC nonsense. Yeah, I got all the little DLCs back in the day. And I even had the big DLCs. But like I said, if I want them again, I gotta pay for them again. Oh, we got a goblin boy. Coins. So we've only got like 10 minutes left. But we are basically done with the tutorial here, so we're going to try and quickly get out of here as fast as we can, so we can try and see how quick the game actually loads the open world. Because obviously these loading screens are almost nothing to go on, because it's just loading a small section of a sewer, and I can't imagine that. Okay, you didn't realise we were there. It takes too much effort to do for the game or the console. Probably the console, I don't know. The console has to read the disc, doesn't it? So, you know what I mean. Doesn't take much effort. Right, finish and exit the sewers, please. Na 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 na. Bum 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 bum. Well, longer than it took to load the other places, but let's be fair, it didn't take that long. And it looks nice. The colour palette is a bit bland, and the draw distance, like the grass there just looks like painted rock. So at a distance the game doesn't look too pretty. But it still has like a charming quality to it. And then as we get closer we can start seeing like the little pebbly looking, I don't even know, little grains, you know, just the little things that they've added to give texture to the world. They start to pop in and it looks a bit nicer. If I'm correct, there should be some bandits here, some banditos. We'll kill these guys. There's a red guard. What are you? Ah! Oh, a dark elf. Yeah. So, like, the game looks kind of as you would expect it to, but at the same time, it looks nicer than I ever remember it looking. Like, you know, if this is what it looks like on a 1X, imagine how it would look on a 1X 4K TV in your living room or bedroom, wherever you play your games. You know, like, this game has the potential to look so great now, which is just crazy. Obviously, it does nothing for the, how do I go into third person again? Oh, I forgot about that. There we go. Obviously, it doesn't change the weird animations that come along with this game. Because again, like, they'd have to go into the code, and like, it would take a lot of effort to make this game run as aesthetically pleasing as, say, Skyrim does, where the third-person animations look like they were made for a third-person game. Whereas this looks like it was made for a first-person game, and they thought, you know, people like third-person, let's chuck it in. So I'm going to try, and since I wasn't actually doing that first, I was wandering off, because we don't have much time, and I'm going to try and get us to one of the main cities. And also, because it's been years, is there a way I can have a look? No. Ah, here we go, here we go. No, how do I zoom out to the world map? I want to zoom out. Oh, this is so childish. Can we fast travel to one of the... Oh, we can. Right. So we'll go to Breville. Since we can't zoom on the map. Or maybe we can, and I've just got my little Twitch bar on there which is blocking it for me. But we're going to just quickly fast travel. Yes. Are you trying to talk to me? No, he's not. And we're going to try and have a look at a couple, maybe like one or two of the towns to see how quickly they load. And then also see how long it will take to load from Breville here, which is one of the bottom towns. And we'll try and load up one as far away as possible, basically, just to see how the game performs. Oh, we got a weird plank problem there. So this kind of has a Riften. Is it Riften where the Thieves Guild is in Skyrim? Sort of vibe to it.
I don't have a lot of interest in conjuration myself. I suppose if I did, might want to talk.
The game, again, it just feels a bit just like... It just feels like the game before Skyrim at this point. Like, it looks really good, it runs really well, it's just little things like the characters do a bit less, there's less NPCs around, because obviously when this game came out, the engine wasn't quite as powerful as they made it to be for Skyrim. Should have been a new engine altogether, but you know, that's something for a different day. So, like, when you put those things aside, like, the water looks really nice, it moves in a really pleasing way. So look, how's the swimming? We got a air barber there. The swimming's fine, like nothing too special, nothing too fancy. Let's have a look. Furthest town from here would be, there's the Imperial City, there's Coral, Bruma. Do we have something a bit more over here? Ah, there we are. Anvil. We'll go to Anvil, then we'll go to one more place. Let's have a look. How long does it take to get from Breville to Anvil? Oh, we're seeing a bit longer loading screens here. But again, by a bit longer, that was still only like about 6 or 7 seconds. Still not too long. This is night time, so we're not going to get a good representation for the people walking around. But still, like, the buildings look nice. The trees look nice as well. There's nice colour to the grass. The green is good. A lot of this town is just grey, so it's like they put a bit more effort in making the towns looking at like the look of the towns, and just more appealing buildings where they had a bit of variety to the colour, so it wasn't just like one wash. Because this is literally grey with a little bit of this like reddishy colour. Not sure what colour the tile is, and then we've got some green as well. But it's very drab. But still, like, you know, there are some really interesting things to see in this game that you won't find in the towns. Like Kavach, but there. Skingrad. Right, is there a town up here to the top right? Shaden Hall. Right, we'll visit Shaden Hall. Because now this is the furthest point away from here. Let's see how long this one takes to load. But this is already significantly quicker. Look at this. Ah, then we've got daytime again. But like, when you look at the buildings, look, each town seems to have its own design. Like, different architects built each town, so they all have this nice uniqueness to them. Like, these buildings look nothing like the ones did in Anvil.
Hello.
Which is good. It's great. Even like the trees have a bit more. That's like a bit more of a willow sort of tree. All the towns seem to have water and a bridge, though. I have noticed that they all seem to have some water and a bridge. I remember playing when I was younger. This guy right here, is it? Are you the beggar? No, there's a beggar in this town, and I gave him all of my cousin's money for it, like a joke. He was there with me. I didn't like be a dick and do it when he didn't realise. But then we tried stealing the money back, and we couldn't get his money back off the guy. It was hilarious. But we gave him like 1,000 coins or something. You know, this looks really nice. Right. Oh yeah, no, we won't do that. Right, last place now. We'll quickly load up the Imperial City, have a quick walk around there, and then we're going to call it quits. But obviously this is the most iconic town in the game. It's like the biggest town. There's a lot of stuff to see here, a lot of cool things, and there's also an arena. And again, the architecture here is also different. The buildings look much more grand than they did in Shaden Hall and Anvil. And I kind of can't oh yeah, they were like wooden buildings, weren't they? In where did we go first? Breville? Might have been Breville, I can't remember. But like, you know, and then we got like we got this bit by here, nice pillars. I was gonna say it was like a gazebo. It's kind of like a gazebo, just without the actual gazebo bit. Has a Roman vibe to it. Or at least my interpretation of Roman. I haven't looked into their architecture. It might be Greek.
It It's amazing what people will get.
But yeah, the game is still like really nice to look at, and obviously there are still tons of great side quests, great story, great factions that you can join and do really interesting, cool things, and tons to enjoy with the game. In terms of how it performs, like how it looks, how it plays, the game is definitely worth going back to and giving a second go. Or if you've never played it, if you got the 1X or possibly the PS4 Pro, I can't say for certain, it's definitely worth a go. The game won't, the game's look won't spoil your enjoyment, because it doesn't look as old as it used to, and the game won't run like a 10-year-old, 15-year-old game, however old this game is now, maybe even older. But even the controls, the game feels really nice to play. It's aged really well in terms of its control scheme. The camera moves nice and fast. It doesn't feel clunky and like sticky. Your character's moving is good. There's no run, which is a bit of a pain, but no, the game just plays really nice. The swords actually behave nicely as well. The sword is taking a bit of effort to swing, which I like. But yeah, the game is fantastic. I really wasn't expecting it to play so nice and just to be so enjoyable to play again. But yeah, so that is Oblivion. Oh, look at the shadow fidgeting about. That's a bit weird. We'll turn away from that. Oblivion on the Xbox One X. I hope you found this video helpful. Take care, have a great like and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video.